Hey, good morning and happy Mother's Day to all from Calvary Chapel, Parkland. Pastor Steve Daigle here, and if you haven't met my better half, this is Kim here.
Hi, happy Mother's Day.
So welcome everyone as you start to join with us. We are live here from our Parkland campus, if you would. And so it's kind of like our virtual altar after service. And so, hey, Aaron, how are you? Happy Mother's Day to you. Thanks for joining with us today. And so as people kind of come over from Fort Lauderdale, this is almost like our virtual altar where you can have a conversation. If you have any prayer needs, we'd love to be praying for you. And we're actually going to make it kind of fun this time. It's not always fun, but Kim's here.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. And
Yeah,
actually,
it's fun.
it's Mother's Day, so this is going to be real, very real. It's very live. Any moment now, one of our children could come barging through the store. In fact, Providence is somewhere on the floor right now that you can't see yet, but she may pop up her head. But hey,
Special
Amelia.
guest appearance.
Yeah, she has guest appearance. Hey, Margarita. And so happy Mother's Day once again to all of our moms, grandmas, foster moms, spiritual moms. Very special day. Hopefully you had an opportunity to honor and give a text or a call or maybe make some breakfast or something like I attempted to do this morning. What did we have this
And we
morning?
had some Nutella pancakes and eggs and bacon, so it's a nice
And the
treat.
house didn't burn down.
Yeah, and
So
it was very good.
it was an
He did-
attempt.
He did a
It
good
was an
job.
attempt. But hey, as we talk about this message, the miracle of motherhood. So we go into this miracle series. You heard from Pastor Doug today. The miracle of motherhood went through Matthew 15. We heard about this faith. And there's Providence right there. If you could see her, say hi. No. This miracle of motherhood that we hear from this Gentile. And it's amazing to see how God uses all different people in the scripture. And this wasn't necessarily an Israelite or a Jew that he was speaking of when he spoke of this great faith. He was speaking of a Gentile that, it sounds almost he's ignoring and insulting at first. Oh, Derek's saying hi to you. That was her cue, I guess. But it sounds like he's ignoring or he's insulting this woman, but actually she ends up with one of the best compliments in the Bible when he compliments her on her faith. And the author of Hebrews says that without faith, well, it's impossible to please God. And so it's a challenge for all of us to remain sure that, we're looking for opportunities to demonstrate that faith when God calls us to do whatever it is that he calls us to do. Some of you may know that Kim and I went through a journey of 4 years before God blessed us with our children. But he's blessed us with 4 amazing children that we are blessed to be with. And so you just never know when you step out in faith what God will do. But I love to hear about this message of the strength of a mother. And I didn't realize how strong you were, Kim, especially times 4. Although during the season, for any of you experiencing what Kim is doing, working from home and raising 4 kids and homeschooling all different grades, it is pretty insane to see all the work that's happening. But I'm biased, but I think she's one of the best moms ever. But I have to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Judy, to Kim's mom, Barbara, if you're there. I see Sharonda, Happy Mother's Day. Ellie, Happy Mother's Day to you. And so as you join, we'd love to see you drop a comment. Let us know you're here. Any takeaways from the message that you've had or any prayer requests that you had. And we're going to have it really interactive in a minute. But that point about moms running through walls is one of the things that really stood out to me, and how this lifting up of the car. We were going to have Kim demonstrate that today, but we didn't feel it'd be able to fit into the camera. But it's one of those things that moms have this love that. Marguerite is asking what the latest adventure as a mother you've had. Oh boy.
I don't
The
know.
questions are already coming. We'll give her some.
Every day is a new adventure.
That's for sure. Coming into this
Usually-
room with the kids not in
Yeah.
here is an adventure.
Yeah, one of them every day somehow ends up running through the house decides it's time to take the clothes off, runs around the house. So they spend about 15 minutes of each day trying to get him to get dressed again. So hopefully this ends after quarantine and he doesn't start doing that at school. But just one of the
You're
many
saying
things.
you're talking about our kids, right?
Yes,
Okay, yeah,
yes.
just-
No, it's not Steve. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, we have 4, 3 boys and a girl, in case you didn't know. So, so they're up. Mike's there. My brother's on. Hey, Happy Mother's Day to Clara. So that we'll talk more about the adventures in a moment. But again, this strength, this running through walls, this hearing things that are happening that sometimes us fathers can't really pick up on. It's mothers that have this incredible ability that God has blessed them with, and ultimately it points them back to Jesus when we see the love that mothers have for their children. But anything that stood out to you? You want to share?
Well, I know we wanted to just mention, and we didn't want the time to pass without recognizing that Mother's Day can be painful for some people, whether you lost your mom or you're still longing to have children. And so we just hope that you were encouraged by the message today about just persevering in prayer and knowing that even when it doesn't feel like God is hearing you, that He is, and just to be encouraged that to come to Him in prayer, and that for peace and comfort, knowing and trusting that He's working in your life. So
for sure. Happy Mother's Day, Johanna. Hopefully you guys are doing something fun. So what we want to do is we actually wanted to kick off with something a little fun. So we have a little Mother's Day trivia that we're going to ask some questions. So we're going to get some interactive here. So continue to post anything that stood out from the message, anything that maybe you're doing for Mother's Day that we'd love to steal ideas from. And of course, you're going to interact with our little trivia game here. Ultimately, we're still determining the prizes. We were going to ship you some Nutella stuffed pancakes, but we ran out with the kids here. But we'll have some prizes, no penalty to any wrong answers. But we're going to have a little fun here to see just how knowledgeable we are about Mother's Day. So you want to do the first one?
Okay. The first question is, what is the official Mother's Day flower? Is it A, roses, B, tulips, C, carnations, or D, lilies? So the official Mother's Day flower. So you can post it in the comments. What do you think it is? Roses, tulips, carnations, or lilies? Did you look at the answer?
Maybe. I'll give you a hint.
You're
One of these I actually gave to you today, but it may not be the right one. So all right. So I didn't even know there was a flower for Mother's Day. Now I know. So I know what to get next year.
Sharonda says carnation.
Carnation. Let's see. Oh, Derek.
Carnations.
Captain
yeah.
Parkland says carnations. Okay. Aaron said carnation. What, is this like a known thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Alex says rose.
I didn't get.
I didn't know. Yeah. Margarita says carnations.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Going once, going twice. What is the right answer?
And it is carnations.
The official Mother's Day flower is carnations. Now we know what to get for next year. I actually got her tulips this year because she likes those. I think she likes them.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So that might change next year. She might like carnations now. So if it's not too late, you can still stop by your local, Publix or florist and pick up some carnations for Mom. All right, next one. If you were with us earlier, you may have heard this one. But how does Mother's Day rank among U.S. holidays with the largest number of greeting card exchanges? So among all the other holidays, everybody, we give greeting cards for Christmas and Valentine's Day and all these other things. So would you say it's 7th ranked, 3rd ranked, 5th ranked, or 2nd ranked? And if you were on before, you can't answer. No, you can't ask Alexa or Siri or Google or any of those other names. That's a point against you, and we know where you live, Kevin and Johanna. All right, Derek's saying 3, Sharonda's saying 2. So 7th, 3rd, 5th, or 2nd ranked in number of using of exchanging gift cards or greeting cards. All right, so let's see. What do we think? 2nd. All right, that's probably a good guess, Ellie.
Yeah, that's what I would think. 2nd.
A lot of greeting cards go out for Mother's Day. Hallmark is doing well. Margarita says 3rd. We'll wait for one more, and then we'll give you the answer and see who wins. Anybody else? Someone was still answering the flower question. All right, so it is B, which is 3rd. Oh, Johanna says 2nd. So 3rd. See, Alexa was wrong. What happened to you? All right, so it's actually the 3rd highest holiday for number of exchanging greeting cards. I don't know exactly what the 1st or 2nd is, but if we had to guess.
Someone last time said Christmas.
Someone said Christmas.
That would,
yeah, a lot of people do cards. Valentine's Day. I thought that might be one of them. I don't have the answer, so that you could use Alexa for, and you can let us know. And then maybe you want to do one more?
Yeah, one more quick one.
Let's do one more.
Last one. During which month are most babies born? In June, August, September, or November? So what month are babies most born?
That's
June.
Not during the pandemic though. That's a whole different
now that
era.
we have to see 9 months from now. June, August, September, or November?
Which month are most babies born?
Sharonda says September.
September, okay. I wonder why.
September? Well, we count 9 months earlier from September, so.
That's a thinking man's math question. I don't know what the prize is, Derek, but you're going to be shipping something out. Oh, Dan Cole earlier said a new chair. Because some of you guys know we actually, even though we don't have access to our campus yet, we actually got new chairs. So when we come back, we have something to look forward to, and that is new chairs at our Parkland campus. All right.
Ellie says November. Margarita says June.
June. November. Okay. All right. Well, what else? What do we got? Let's see. Sharonda says she's a September baby. Is she right?
Yeah.
Or
She was right on the last one. So.
let's see.
All right, yep, and she is right. The answer is September.
September.
So 9 months before September was probably like, what is it, December, January, or something like that? The
So
winter
maybe
months.
years. Yeah, winter
Yeah.
months, apparently. All right, so September is the month where most babies are born. There were some other fun questions on here, but you'll have to watch the previous video to see them. Yeah, Mike, Providence is our background prop. So, Providence, what are you doing back there? She's very busy right now. All right, so hey, what we want to do is just share a couple more points on what we took away from the message today. We were in Matthew 15. It was on the miracle of motherhood through our miracle series. We heard from Pastor Doug today. And, you know, it was, again, I recognize the strength of a mom, the faith that is recognized among this Gentile woman that we see, that is recognized here. I think those are some things that really stood out to me. And I think ultimately, as with anything good, it should always point back to Jesus. So anything that we do that's good, whether it's the way that we work, if we're involved in the church, the way that we serve, the way that we speak, whatever it is that we do, we should do it to glorify God in it. And so the love that a mother has and the love that a mother demonstrates, this running through walls, this, you know, praying for children, whatever it is that a mom is known for and recognized for, especially on a day like today, well, ultimately it should point back to the love of Jesus that he has for us. And those who know family members or people that are not believers, I know that we'll go long, you know, places and try to reach them, but, you know, it's never too late to be able to give your life to Jesus if you know people that have never done that before. And so again, this love, this miracle of motherhood is ultimately pointing back to our Father and pointing back to Jesus. What else? Anything else that stood out?
Yeah, I mean, while I was listening to the message, I just was thinking about when Pastor Doug said, he was talking about the woman in Matthew that was the outsider and how she was begging Jesus to heal his daughter and or her daughter. And Pastor Doug said, a mom's prayer can change your story. And it just reminded me of the high responsibility that we have as moms to pray for our kids and how that really can change their life. And we're the only mom that they have, and just how important it is to do that, and then just wait and trusting the Lord to see those changes come about. So that was kind of what I remembered, even during this time with the pandemic and all of our schedules changed and new challenges we've never had to face before, and just trusting, you know, God for the patience that we need and that he's gonna, you know, even in times where it feels like a chaos is happening here, that God's in control and he's doing something new in their lives and with us. And so just continuing on that prayer and persevering, like Suzanne said too. So that's basically.
Yeah, and I see Derek talking about how a mom's prayer can change their children's story, just the influence that mothers have on their life. And I think many of us can think back to, and some of you guys are, you know, posting pictures of moms on Facebook. I see Derek with his lovely mom, and, you know, I saw Amelia with yours. And, you know, it's just as amazing when you think back to, like, you look on your life and you see, hey, I remember my mom was praying for this. And maybe you didn't even know, but I guarantee you there was a mom or a grandma somewhere in your story that was, and obviously will continue to be praying for. Maybe you're a mom that's praying for a child that's going through a tough time right now. I think Suzanne's message of staying the course is a really important one, because especially during times like this, Kim mentioned some of the chaos that goes on in some of our homes, and, you know, being so close proximity with, you know, even your spouse and your kids that, you know, yes, you're close with them, but you're not spending as much time until now. You know, you really start to realize this question of what Pastor Doug has kind of challenged a lot of us with, was like, well, who are you becoming during this season? And, you know, moms, you are definitely, most moms, at least that I know, are blessed with an amazing amount of patience. Kim being one of them, my mom being one of them, her mom, I know just as I observe their life, they have an amazing amount of patience that, I'll be honest with you, I don't always display. And so as challenging as that may be, and being a fruit of the Spirit and all, it's an example for us to follow, because, you know, we need to be patient with one another, and that's a way to demonstrate love for one another. So, you know, a really great message. I loved hearing, you know, Christine, when she was singing, holding her baby, her and Bobby, and that story that they went through in the beginning of the service. You know, that's just touching there. And of course, the video with the woman with the triplets. You know, I think some of you guys are still drying your eyes from that video, but it is a powerful story. And so, you know, God is not done with any of our story yet, especially even through this pandemic. And so, you know, we look forward to really getting back together as a church, a family, as a community, and when our campus is able to meet again. We don't know exactly what that will look like, but God's opened up many churches in homes. So if we can't bring people to church, we're bringing the church to the people, and we're bringing it through Facebook Live, we're bringing it through YouTube, we're bringing it through our services being online. So it's amazing how, Derek's still drawing his eye. Yeah, so it's amazing how God, as physical doors were closed, many doors were opened up in homes, and hopefully more spiritual eyes will be open during the season. So we're continuing to pray about that and look forward to the day that and have this hope and this faith that we can come back together soon. So before we kind of wrap up this time together, couple reminders, and if while you're posting the comments, if anybody wants to post anything fun or cool that you're doing today, none of us are still trying to figure out what we could do in this rainy day. But if we are, why don't you share that with us? So I see Ryan joined, so share what you're doing with Colleen. We'd love to hear what you guys are doing for Mother's Day, like any fun activities that you're doing, movies that you're watching. Let us know. We'd love to see that and be able to share that with everybody here. So post your comments on what you're doing for Mother's Day. A couple reminders. This Wednesday, we continue. If you've been following our classes on Community in Crisis, so Wednesday nights at 6:30, if you go to calvaryftl.org, you can obviously watch our Community in Crisis classes. There's only 2 more left, so they have one this week and then one more next Wednesday as we follow through it, like how do you continue to evangelize, reach out to people, and bless people during this time. Mike is saying that not to let Cooper go in the mud, because yesterday when he was here and our dog Cooper was rolling around in the mud. Right now he's on the floor. You can't see him right now, but he's somewhat clean right now, I think. I hope. It is muddy out there. So Derek's hanging out with Mom. His favorite restaurant is closed, so now he has to have a restaurant in his own home, it sounds like. Him and Amelia are going to be cooking today.
Thanks, Ryan. Happy Mother's Day to Colleen.
Happy Mother's Day to you guys. So the door's opening, so Providence is back. Hey, what do you got? Oh, you got something. So Wednesday, obviously, we have our classes. Then next weekend, we did want to invite you, obviously, to join our services. Saturdays at 6 p.m., Sundays at 9, 11, and 1. We'll be doing this again after the 9 and 11 a.m. on Sunday. Next weekend is Foster Care Weekend. This month is National Foster Care Month. And so, a magical breakfast is happening. Ryan, what's on the menu, man? I mean, we had some Nutella stuffed pancakes and eggs. What's on that menu? I'd love to hear the magic. The magic. We'll ask Colleen and Isaiah later. Calvary Women is doing a Zoom on May 28th. So that's cool. We get the women together, all the moms together. And then, like I was saying, some of you guys know we've adopted 2 of our children through foster care. So this month is a very important month as we partner with 4 Kids Ministry. And again, next weekend, join us for Foster Care Weekend. We'll join after the services. You may recognize the people from the announcements during all the services next weekend, but we'd love to see you there as well. Kevin and the kids are cooking. Well, I know Kevin can cook. It's probably, is it banana bread again, or hopefully cleaning the dishes? Okay. I can clean some mean dishes. I can't really cook that well. If you're a youth on there, Mike's remind us there's a Youth Connect Zoom at 1 o'clock today. And so you can give your mom some time away while you're on Zoom and talking to your friends through the youth team. The chef will be putting on his hat later. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. We don't want to spoil it. Let's not spoil it. Does that mean you still have to go out and buy something? Or you're ordering in from Carmela? Or IHOP delivery, Uber Eats. All right. So, hey, last thing we'd love to see you post. If you want to post what we can pray for you, any prayer requests that you have, we're going to just close this time in prayer. Thank you once again for joining us. We miss you. We look forward to being back with you guys soon. Anything that we could be praying for you before we wrap up, we'd love to see your posts. We're watching and seeing live in the moment what we could be praying for. Obviously, we're going to be praying for moms. We're praying for healing for our land, for the day that we'll come back together. Any other ways that we can be praying for you before we get back to celebrating Mother's Day weekend. All right, so we're going to close in prayer. And so, Ryan, we're gonna pray for shrimp and steak. Oh, that's what he's eating. Okay, we're not going to pray for the shrimp and steak because, well, they're already dead. All right, let's pray. Father, we come to you today, Lord. We are just so humbled and thankful just to be together, even in this forum through technology. Lord, we pray and lift up all of the moms out there, Lord. The moms, the grandmas, the spiritual moms, all of those who maybe they're foster moms out there that you have just used to bring life into this world, to raise children. We know that is truly a gift from you. It can only come from you, Lord. We just pray that you can help them to just be honored on this day. Help them to have a stress-free day where they can relax and just enjoy whatever it is that their children, that their husbands, that their family are doing for them. We pray for healing for this land, that we can continue to just see families that are drawn closer together during this pandemic season, and that when the church does come back together, that you can just make it better than ever before, that you can be glorified, and we can be reminded of the miracle of motherhood and how it all points back to you, Jesus. We thank you for who you are, and we look forward to the day that we can come back together in church and the day that you will return. We love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, we look forward to seeing you. Happy Mother's Day once again.
Happy Mother's Day.
And again, Wednesday classes, next weekend, foster care weekend. We look forward to seeing you there. Look for a way to bless your moms. Don't forget about them today. Carnations is the flower, and apparently shrimp and steak is on the menu. So God bless you guys. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Bye.